So at the end of 1984, I went down to CBGB's for my first hardcore matinee, and shortly after I started a fanzine, Bullshit Monthly, which is why the vast majority of you know me as Mike Bullshit, or Mike Bromberg, or whatever. It's one and the same. Anyhow, so I was 16, and over the next 5 years, I did 25 issues of Bullshit Monthly, and it was very different from other fanzines, the vast majority of which, were interviews and reviews and some news. But, with Bullshit Monthly, I printed hundreds of them, and I'd sell them at shows, and they'd be like a quarter, 30 cents, 35 cents. The really expensive one was 50 cents. And so I'd be around saying, hey, you want to buy a fanzine? You want to buy a fanzine? And also, hey, what's up with you? What's up with your band? And so Bullshit Monthly really documents the scene. It gives a really good idea about all the big things that were going on, but the little things too. So what I want to do here is flip through an issue. This will be the first in a series. Ooh, the first in a series. It sounds so formal. And I'm going to flip through an issue. So if you were at a club, CBGB's or Rock Hotel or Irving Plaza or anywhere, and you saw this kind of nerdy guy with his pencil and his little pad and his $5.99 camera from Woolworths, this is what you might get and what you might be reading between bands, because what else are you going to do between bands? Which is, I think, why I was able to sell so many of them. And yes, this was just a great way to grow up, a great way to meet people, and just to be involved in the New York hardcore scene. So let's take it away. So here you are, you're at the show. You just paid your 25 cents for Bullshit Monthly number 7. This is June 1985. It's legal size, which is too tall. I don't know why on earth I did that. So there's an interview and some pictures with Bodies in Panic from New Jersey. Information about how to get a show at CBGB's. Contact Carol Costa. And then there's some shows at the Rainbow Club in New Jersey. New band Expletive Deleted. Subhumans at CBGB's. Cancer fanzine is out. Chromag's LP is out soon. Buy it or fuck off. that was definitely their Age of Quarrel cassette. The Psychos broke up. The Psychos got back together. But Billy Psycho is in some other state, and Rob is still making regrets. Attitude fanzine. Tin Pan Alley has some shows. Welcome back to Agnostic Front. Have fun on tour, dudes. I said dudes and rad a lot in here, but I was like 16 and a half, so what are you going to do? Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, so page 2, we got Hardcore with Mike Wright. Actually, that was from my high school newspaper. I had an ad, a column there. Imagine that. Let's see, Carnivore signed to Road Racer, and Murphy's Law and BYO Records. That didn't happen. Pyramids is having some shows with The Undead, Butthole Surfers and Damage, Antidote, more shows, Chromag's and CBGB's, Virus, DOA, TSOL, Gangrene at the Dicks at the Rock Hotel. That's a pretty big show. And then False Prophets, AOD, and Ed Gein's Car are in New Jersey. So as you can see, I talked about every band. Sacrilege are going to play in Ottawa, Canada, but vowed never to play Manhattan again. But I love Sacrilege. And yeah, I think they did play Manhattan again after that. The Unwanted are going to have an LP out, and something about Greg Ginn, a little art. Oh, that's from Gary from Tsitsi Fly. Hi, Gary. And so here's a little focus and interview on The Exploited, a new record store. Okay, that's the drawing by me. Okay, oh yeah, you saw on the other page we had an ad from Mystic Records. Oh, and also NOTA, none of the above. I think, yeah, Rabbit Cat Records sent me some records, and Mystic sent me a bunch of records too. One of which was RKL, which I loved. I love that 7-inch. Like RKL, I really like these guys a lot. This 7-inch on Mystic is really rad and worth any price you pay. The music is very interesting, and the vocals are great. There's a picture from Billy. Special note to Vinny the Skin, sorry for the puke. Okay, I wonder what that was about. Okay, so yes, Exploited. Let's So next page, we talk about Malignant Tumor. That was a band that was out. And yeah, they also planning to tour in Washington, D.C. and Florida with Damage and Canada with Agnostic Front. I wonder if that ever happened. Another fanzine, Token Entry, are mixing their new album. I don't think that happened in 1985. Skinhead Youth is back. Where are you? Sticism and Mike Plague are parting company. Bummer total. And oh yeah, there's a picture with guy from Venom, guy from Agnostic Front, guy from Psychos, and Rob from Agnostic Front. Then what's that? Oh, a Naked Ray Gun review. Oh yeah. I think Homestead sent me some records to review also. There are some labels that sent me records, not a whole lot, but of course I made no money on this, but just picture me being at a show, walking around with like this pocket full of change, like selling something for, especially the ones that were like 30 or 35 cents. God, so you talk about Howie Headbanger. Hi Howie, whose metal column appeared last issue, is making his own fanzine, Thrashus Maximus. He did do a fanzine, except it was called oh God, I forgot the name of it. I had him. Occasional Irregularity. There was a couple of those. Another thing about fanzines: if you want a Crumbsuckers t-shirt for $5 postpaid or free stickers for a few stamps, write Dave in Oakmere and Drive in Baldwin. Cool dudes, shipped within 24 hours. Well, that's important. Major Conflict, 7-inch EP. That was out already for a while, I think, but I think I must have just gotten it. Dead Kennedy's review. Oh, this is fun with the Butthole Surfers. The Butthole Surfers were the next band on, and I'm afraid I have to eat every word I said in the bad review I gave them in issue 4. They ripped. The lead singer came out in a dress, used a bullhorn into the mic, had fake blood all over himself, stood on chairs, ripped off his clothes, and actually sang sometimes too. They have 2 hyperactive drummers and a bass player who doubled on tuba. That actually sounds really cool. A lot of these shows, I went to so many over the years, they all kind of blur together into one big show. But anyway, so here's Bullshit Monthly number 7, June 1985. So if this was kind of fun, like it and comment and all that, and I could do more of these. And also you could contact me I'm on Instagram at MikeBullshit_Go. I was in a band called Go, so that makes sense. So Mike Bullshit, you could spell that, I'm sure, _Go at Instagram. And if you want to hear SFA and Go and other bands I was in, no mistake, you can go to gomistake.bandcamp.com. So it's kind of cute. I was in Go and no mistake, so Go Mistake, get it, ha ha ha. So gomistake.bandcamp.com. And if you want to see some old issues of Bullshit Monthly, you could download the PDFs. I put together, I've done only a couple blog posts, but one of them is that, and it's at Mike's LOBS.blogspot.com, and just think of it as Mike's Life of Bullshit. So LOBS.blogspot.com. So you got my Instagram contact, and you got the place to hear some of my music, and you got the place to read some old issues of Bullshit Monthly. I think I put up about a dozen of them. So enjoy that. And once again, I'm happy to do more of these. If no one watches it, no one gives a shit, well, I'm not going to bother. But anyhow, see you around. Take care.